What's up, Aquarius? This is going to be your love check-in for the first half of November. This is for my Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. The info is in the description box of the video. There is a wait for a reading with me, so if you wanted to explore your options, I've put links to Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, my affiliates, in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5-minute reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. So check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you wanted to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I've put the links to those in the description box as well. So let's get stuck into it, Aquarius. I'm going to do my usual check-in, person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? Projected potential outcome for the first half of November. I say potential to anyone that is new to my channel because I infuse manifesting and the law of assumption into my channel, which means my readings are check-ins into one version of Aquarius and the version of your specific person and the connection that you have manifested and selected out of the infinite that are available right now in this very moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Your desires are meant for you. If you would like to shift this and manifest it differently, absolutely can. All it requires is a shift in your state of being, your state of consciousness, your awareness. Everything on the outside is a reflection of you and your state. Okay, guys, so please look at some of the other stuff I've posted, some of the great material online, other coaches, and I also like to teach as I go, and you can read Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy. So let's see, all right? The person on Aquarius is mine, 9 of Swords. Stress. Chariot card about the way forward. This also could be a situation that involves distance, like physical distance, or a move, or a relocation. 8 of Wands, there's something about wanting to communicate, talk, maybe talk about moving things in a more positive direction, Aquarius. Let me have a look. Let's see. Okay, Aquarius, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, a bit stop-start, hot, cold. I mean, guys, my regulars know why I do this, hot, cold, because I don't like labels, okay? And I'll explain as I go why. Tower card, there's been some kind of a tower moment, or it feels like things are crumbling, maybe because of stop-start type energy or hot and cold in and out behavior. I don't know. I mean, Knight of Wands is passion, but it's in the reverse. It's the shadow Knight of Wands, so maybe more passion than stability and lack of structure. The Emperor card is in the reverse, Aquarius. You also could be dealing with a situation that involves children or a husband or a father figure. Not all of you. Okay, there's something about needing to take control of matters, and it has not been very stable, and there's a sense of things crumbling. Now, the Tower card is what's not working must go, so there's some kind of a shock element here, maybe to do with what needs to change. And maybe I did pick up that there's a wanting to move things in a more positive direction. Now, Aquarius, more relevant is going to be your side of the street because you manifested this. I'm not giving anyone shit, and I don't want to hear it in the comments from anyone new. Until you've gone and researched the law, then don't give me any shit, okay? Because this is just one version of events and the circumstances don't matter. But there's been a clash or a conflict, and I just said that they want to communicate and get past it. And on this timeline, in this state, they do. 5 of Swords is in the reverse. So resolving some kind of a clash, tension. This is like, are we on the same page? Issues to do with stability, not taking control of things. And there's pain, 10 of Swords. About maybe Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Either non-committal or lack of stability, or issues to do with maybe loyalty and stability. Let me look at this Tower card. 4 of Pentacles is in the reverse. Jealousy issues potentially for some of you. This can be possessiveness, especially if this feels a bit stop-start or there's negative assumptions around hot and cold being. I'm going to give it a label, guys, only for relevance, but I'm going to explain why I don't like the labels. Player. Now, if there's negative assumptions here, like, for example, Aquarius, if you're the one that has manifested this and this is the version and the way things have played out, the player is a non-player if you shift into new reality, and the non-committal is very committed and committal if you shift assumptions, okay? But there's some kind of a crumbling or a tower and insecurities in the very least, and a feeling of like either betrayal or clashing on the direction forward, and potentially that is, even if it's unfounded, hot and cold behavior or an assumption of this not being very stable or structured, could have caused a feeling of like questioning loyalty, or insecurities could have been triggered. I did say 8 of Wands, there's a wanting to communicate about closing out a cycle, and some of you are dealing with a situation that involves distance, like travel, even global distance, right? But otherwise, you know, what's not working must go. So this person wants accomplishment, it seems, even on this timeline. And there's a wound. They want to close out an old cycle where there's wounding, where there's a block, there's a guardedness because of 7 of Swords in the reverse, trust issues. Something could have come to light between the two of you, and I'm not saying this to trigger anyone. Please don't make anything your story that's not your story. Not every reading has to be for everyone. And also, guys, if this is coming up and it hasn't manifested yet, but there's fears and it's been ping-ponged back and forth, and this is a dynamic you have with this person, you're the king or queen manifester, and so you need to take your awareness off, but you need to look at why there's something, it could be unconscious. You've like selected a version of a situation that's showing up in some kind of a way. There's a lot of trust issues, insecurities, questions around loyalty, stability, or if you're wanting commitment, this has been non-committal and you're feeling like you selected the fuck boy or the fuck girl, or they have an assumption that you are Aquarius. It could be the other way around. I'm not giving you shit, but it's caused clashing and tensions. You can absolutely step into a new reality, make new assumptions about them if you want it, okay? So it's not really that important. And if you, Aquarius, if there have been trust issues or there was a dynamic that then developed and things have happened and caused betrayal between the two of you, you can even undo that and you can revise and you can also select new version, okay? I'll get to what you want, Aquarius, but there's a wanting to close that out. They want to communicate. There's still guardedness. There is trust issues. 7 of Swords can be, if it's not caught out, it could be called out. You could have had a bad clash with this person, but they feel still like 2 of Cups is soul connection, and it can be a relationship. So there's potential here for that. And they want to get past anxiety and stress. There's unfulfilled potential here, Magician card. In the reverse, there's that Chariot card as well. So they want positive movement forward. But again, there could have been a move or a relocation, or there's distance between the two of you. Or this is just, again, steering things in the right direction. Magician card in reverse in the heaviest sense feels like manipulation. So there could be a lot of negative assumptions and you know, a feeling of betrayal, clashing, communication issues as well. I mean, 10 of Cups is the happily ever after, but it's been very weighed down. Some of you, you know, the burdens are connected to family, like family expectations, the past, family dynamics. So that can cause insecurity. I mean, like the father figure could actually be father issues, for example. That's the wound, maybe. So, I mean, Aquarius, if that's you, like if you've selected a situation where someone is showing up in a certain way, maybe it's triggering your fears. Conversely, you could have a person that has fears and limiting beliefs, etc., about themselves, and then that causes reactivity in a dynamic. Now, again, guys, they're not a robot, but we don't need to wait for them to heal or change if you want them, guys. If you want them, another version of them exists. So you just would need to affirm a completely different dynamic with your mind. Yes, be delulu. Watch my lives or go and look into the topic. Go and look into some videos and some coaches like Naya, or look at Sammy Ingram or Manifesting with Kimberly, or you know, look into the law. So we have burdens. So there's something weighing on this. Partly they might feel like this is their happily ever after. Partly they feel like there's toxicity. Devil card, it's in the reverse. They're trying to get past this toxicity. Could be very binding, like a strong attraction between the two of you, but can get unhealthy. And Devil card in the reverse is also temptations and fears. So there's something here going on. Now, this could be past betrayal that is now, like with other relationships, that is now affecting this relationship. So law of assumption, guys. If this is a dynamic you've had before, okay, which again, you are manifesting everything, guys. If you've now got a version of a connection, part of you feels like this is beautiful, and then the other then the mirror morphs and then this turns toxic, you need to persist with a different assumption and reselect a version of the connection that is the desirable version. Or you can fuck it all away and not want them. I don't care, guys. It's up to you. It's your choice. But I've got Queen of Swords. There's a coldness here. Now, Queen of Swords energy. Now, for some of you dealing with a situation where there's past pain and betrayal, involving a situation where there are children, because this can be a divorcee energy, and then that's causing a block between the two of you and hot and cold behavior, okay? Because I have Empress card here. So we have an Empress and an Emperor. Now, Empress and Emperor is father, husband, wife, mother energy. It's also like strong soul connection. The thing is, the Emperor card is in the reverse. It's the shadow version of the Emperor. So there's a feeling here that someone's not really taking control of matters or not showing up stable. And the Queen of Swords is also the truth seeker, and there's a lot here around communication, wanting to close out cycles and wanting to get to the truth of whether this can be nurtured. So there could be questions around the future and whether you can create the happily ever after if there's unfulfilled potential, but a lot of trust issues and wounding. Okay, guys? So let me have a look at your side of the street, which is way more important, Aquarius, because you can fuck it all in a bucket and the circumstances, right? Like, they don't matter. You can walk away from this reading now. And wherever your awareness is what is your reality. So take your awareness off anything, write a completely new script if you like. Okay? It will make sense to anyone that watches me regularly or anyone that understands the law. We have Capricorn energy, Libra, Taurus energy, Scorpio energy, Aries energy, mainly. Oh, and Cancer, Virgo, Gemini energy. Okay, how does Aquarius feel? King of Cups. Aquarius, so, potentially, Aquarius, you do feel that this person, part of you might feel that this person does love you. Part of you might feel like you love this person or that there is love, but then there's disappointment, or you feel like the love is not taken. There's emotional rejection. Or maybe partly you're not sure if you want it anymore. For a Cups is also that energy. Maybe you don't want this dynamic, which is fine, Aquarius. Either way, there's communication and wanting to talk on this timeline. But guys, if you want to break the cycle and you want a better version, the preferable version, I've already explained to you. Go and look into topics like specific person conform, manifesting specific person. And if you're being triggered, look into, and you don't have to do endless work, guys, but then there's potentially a self-concept issue if this is something that you have experienced before or it's repetitive, okay? And we're going to get into it now. Ace of Swords, you want to get to the truth of things. You want to have a conversation with this person after pain. Ten of Swords, a feeling of betrayal, or you're trying to get past the pain with them, or you both have pain that you're both trying to get past. And maybe even it's both, okay? Justice card. There's a wanting to balance things out. There's a need to make something right potentially between the two of you. And some of you, there's a situation here involving legal matters, marriage, divorce. And there's a need to kind of clear the air as well, or get past something that is causing the pain between the two of you, but it's also painful outside of your connection, or past pain or burdens, right? I mean, slow and steady, Knight of Pentacles. So how do you feel about them, Aquarius? Knight of Pentacles, moving slowly, but potential maybe for something, stable. It's just that the Knight, the Knight's a reliable Knight, but it's a very slow to get to the goal. And it looks like to date, Knight of Wands in the reverse, it's been more stop-start, not very stable. So maybe how do you feel? Maybe you are trying to manifest something more stable, but it's taking a long time. If you think that, Aquarius, you just need to shift your story. And if something needs to be made right, you can hold on to what's happened, Aquarius. That's totally fine. Like if you want an apology, or you just want to balance something out, or you want this person to be accountable, you can fucking manifest that too. You've manifested everything. But if you want to have the preferable version, you also have the option to do revision. You also have the option to only focus on them being the version that you desire and none of the other circumstances that are unfavorable. And you can get that very quickly. If you feel like this is going to take a long time because of outside factors, you also don't need to focus on that because everything exists in the now. Strength. Some of you, there's ego clashes going on here, or a challenge to confidence, because King of Pentacles in the reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. There's issues here to do with loyalty, stability, commitment. So if they were both in the upright, that's a mutually committed, loyal, stable pair. And you both have the Nine of Wands, so you're mirroring each other in that way. There's guardedness and there's a wound. Let's look at this Ten of Swords. And guys, I'm not doing this, a few people have commented going, how are we supposed to manifest with a negative reading? Well, first and foremost, this isn't, for people that only watch tarot, I'm teaching you a new way where you can actually shift circumstances. Secondly, I'm not going to fake a reading. I'm going to give you, maybe for some of you, this is where you're feeling and this is what has unfolded and what you are manifesting. But I'm telling you, who gives a fuck? Fuck it in a bucket and create a new story and get a different version. The part of you that loves this person and wants them, if you do, your desires are meant for you. So you can absolutely have it. Just take your awareness off the old story. There's Two of Pentacles, back and forth, and stress. And you both have the Tower, and it's around honesty issues. Seven of Swords, trust issues. Someone's called the other one out. The other one feels Seven of Swords that there's an avoidance. And there's mutual trust issues here. So whether it's been founded or unfounded, around back and forth, not prioritizing, some kind of a feeling of betrayal, something has erupted here, Tower card, or is erupting. But the Tower card is what's not working must go. You both have the World. So there's potential to close out old cycles. Now, like I said, Aquarius, whatever has been said and done, you can choose to focus on that, but then say that you want what you want. Oh, this person, they're loving, they're kissing my ass, they're apologizing, whatever you want. No, they're loyal to only me. If there are third parties or other issues, or there has been that, you can choose to keep feeding that, but you're going to have that in your reality, even if this person comes in and apologizes or there's a making things right. Or you can just not focus on anything that's undesirable. The person can still come in, guys, and be accountable or apologize or anything. You can manifest anything. So go and have a bit of fun playing with the reality if you want to. Go and look into some affirmations, creating your affirmations, subliminal makers, scripting, anything that you want. But focus on live in the end. Okay, what is the version of Aquarius that is the version that they want to be, that is loved, adored, respected, wanted, desired, has loving, honest, committed relationships, trusting relationships, and the version, if you want this person to be that, you must dominantly assume that they can and do show up that way. They will conform for you. So what does this person want with Aquarius? Okay, fighting. Guys, trust issues. There's a lot of trust issues here. A lot of trust issues, okay? Yep, divine intervention, facing their demons, karma. Okay, if you have a story about karma, Aquarius, and things have happened between the two of you and there's a bit of this kind of, well, they'll get their karma or they need to learn or they have a lesson, well, that's what you're manifesting. It seems to be you're both triggering each other, some insecurities here, or, spiritual attack. Okay, the karma you have to be concerned with, Aquarius, is if you don't want to keep recreating a dynamic, if there's a negative story here, right, betrayal story or something like that. Even if you don't want this person, then you don't want to recreate that. Your thoughts create your reality. So you want to select new thoughts, a new version of Aquarius. You don't need to do endless healing. Also, if you want this person to show up differently, I already explained how, okay? All right, yeah, ashamed, backfired, got caught. There's something about caught out, called out between the two of you in some way. Okay, opposites attract lessons, and then there's lessons. There's also not your usual type, different spiritual beliefs. So that's also a factor. There could have been clashes on the direction forward. There could be influence, family influence. So if this doesn't really involve exes and stuff, this could be family influences, expectations. Also not so relevant and circumstantial, guys. If you're in love with this person and you feel betrayed because you feel they're influenced in some kind of a way, that's also third-party energy and intervention. Okay, so you just need to take your awareness. No people support our relationship. Everyone loves us. Their family loves me. We are better than ever. Whatever it is you want, literally, like think about what it is you want and focus on that. And then there's self-love, taking back control. This says love yourself. So there is a lesson here about loving yourself. You both have 9 of Wands. You both have a wound where you're not really loving yourselves, and then there might be a lot of projection, Aquarius, and that causes cold shoulder, distance, breakup, separation. And then there's something here with legal matters, manifesting abundance, money. I mean, for some of you, yes, literally legal matters and money is a factor. For others of you, this lack of stability and structure is due to, you know, a non-committal type energy is 4 of Pentacles in reverse is insecurities around finances that has caused then maybe some, you know, unwillingness to really go for it. And then that causes a negative reaction and an assumption, you know, and then that then is sabotage and pushes the other person away, and then there's a dynamic. Anyway, guys, you understand what I'm saying, and your circumstances, each of you are going to be different, but the circumstances don't matter. It's the overarching themes that I'm getting. And so you need to focus on the story. 1, the self-concept issue. If your self-love is being challenged, I am loved, I am worthy, I am chosen, I am enough, everybody I love loves me, this person loves me. Okay, if you want it, but there's hurting, crying, depressed, pain and sorrow, push, pull, power struggles, imbalance, stubborn. Okay, and there's at least, we have the X, it says unfaithful, love triangle, X in question. Now, for some of you, there's like marriage and divorce, and there's X in question, and that's the toxicity, and then that's causing toxicity and betrayal issues between the 2 of you. For others of you, there's questions around faithfulness. And for some of you, you know that there's been a court out and it's around love triangle because it's been non-committal. And even that, Aquarius, if you've manifested that, and please, guys, I'm not trying to give anyone shit or victim shame, okay? I think this is empowering, and if you don't like it, then you don't have to watch my channel, but any other coach is going to tell you this. If you manifest love triangles, you're manifesting from a place of not feeling chosen and not feeling enough. And you can manifest away third parties like that. You just need to not give the third parties any attention if it's crystallized in your reality. You've got to change the story, and that's it. There's guilt, apology, remorseful, ashamed, chaos. You both have the Tower, I think. Do they have the Tower? Yeah, you both have the Tower. Chaos, crumbling. Something is crumbling because of a lot of trust issues, power struggles, like ego issues, power struggles, imbalance, stubbornness. Manifest the preferable version. If you want this person, fuck all of this away and just only put your focus on what you desire. And guys, by no means, if you've been watching me for a while and you come for a check-in, see this as a reflection of the progress that you're making. Please look at the last live I did with Naya. If this is what is showing up in your reality and I have read this for you accurately, just say it's all working in my favor and do not pay it much mind. Shift your focus, be persistent, or don't even give it anything. For some of you, if this is not resonating, then don't even fuck with it, okay? All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. And if so, you can let me know in the comments, and I will check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.